So, I'm getting frustrated with. See, it's so weird. Like, I just turn on the thing and I lose all my thoughts. So I guess I was rambling on nothing again, which I've been doing that a lot. It's not hard to get out of slump. I was actually in like good state before the car broke down. Just like, it's great, you know? And I was like, I don't want my car for a bit. Just gonna try to live like I did in the past when I didn't have a car, so I had to figure out ways, and then, you know, so, I don't know, but all I know is, jeez, man, holy, I am getting tired of people talking about my personal life public, and what I don't like is that people have to air it out when I have, let's say I have problems with somebody else, you know, someone's gonna air out to the other person, and I'm just like, dude, they don't need to know what's going on. We gotta handle this situation in private. Like, why in the hell would I? Like, I don't need to tell people. Like, if I have some disagreements, I'm gonna tell the other person about what's going on. Unless I'm asking for advice, not just airing out for a reason. Like, I can't keep complaining like that. But people just tend to do that for some reason. It pisses me off. So, dude, it's problems are harder and harder to solve. And I think part of the problem is because I was not in a mental state. I just had a showing match with one of my family members because they called me when I was sleeping. You know, they're not in the country, but different time zone for them. But it's just like, dude, like I'm cranking and like, why are you calling me this time? Can I please like just get rest and stuff? Like I got a lot of stuff to help you do. And you know that because I'm helping you while you're not here. And, you know, it's kind of unfortunate, but I don't know, man. So much stuff to do. I hate. I don't really want to meet people. That's why most stuff I do is online. Most of my shopping's online. You know, like I don't really like dealing with people. So annoying. You know, like I've been sick of it. Like I don't want to get to know you. I'm not trying to. It's not how it works. Please don't bother me. Oh yeah, the personal life stuff. Like at this point, I feel like you talking about, oh man, you get a significant other or whatever. Like I'm just gonna walk up to you, you're gonna make fun of me, you're gonna step on me. I'm not what you wanna do behind my back. Sure, that's one thing. I won't know. I get it. I'm not the best person to handle, but you're gonna do it in front, and then I tell you, please stop it. You keep me annoying. You don't take it serious. Okay, I'll walk out the door. That's why like, people, you know, some members ask me, hey, you want to eat with them? Like, if the whole family goes, I'll go. But there's a certain amount of people it's not gonna work. I don't care who. It's not it. You know, it's if everybody goes, you know, you can't miss out. You might as well. You know, there's gotta be someone you can talk to if everyone's going, right? But there's a certain amount of people. It's not gonna work. That's why. You know, it's a weird thing. Like I contradict myself. I like hanging with groups, but then there's some people I like, some people I like. I don't know. Maybe I gotta just learn to be better with myself first. You know, so I do my best when I work. I show up early, or at least on time, and then when break's over, I'm getting out, working. I do my stuff. You know, just please stop bothering me, man. Like you want to talk about this or that? Just stop trying to annoy me or embarrass me. Like I get it. I'm not comedic, but I am kind of a clown from time to time. Maybe more. Like I do some stuff in the moments. Like what's wrong with you? Yep. I get that. I made a joke where I was ignorant about one thing. They made fun of that a little bit. Joke around. Very lightheartedly. I'm cool with those ones. This when it comes to personal life, I don't like talking about myself. It's not what I want to do. So yeah. Anybody else feel that way? Yeah. It's like I don't want to cause a ruckus, but please, can you make me like? I'm not saying you gotta welcome me with like everything with whatever special stuff, but just please just stop talking to me like that. I'll be annoyed. I know words are words, shouldn't let them affect you, but like I could feel disrespect, and it's almost like I don't need to be there. Like, I didn't want to be there. You know, I didn't sign up for this. Like, if you want to invite me, I'll gladly accept. But if it's a roasting section, for a roasting session, like, I can leave. You know, I didn't even want to be here anyway. So, yeah. You know, for whatever reason right now, Walmart kind of feels like my home, believe it or not. And, like, every time I go there, not home, but it's like a comfort spot for me. Like, I know the ins and outs of it, where every section is, the layout is always similar. There's always some has a McDonald's, some don't. I know like every location in my area, you know. I know like what's a good deal, what isn't, right? When you shop for certain products. I look online. I know their website's not the best. It's a little not really very informative because they tell you that it's in stock, but it's actually not. Um, I had that one time when I ordered online and I picked it up there. Should just deliver to my house, same price anyways. So yeah, I can't stand people. The only people stand me. Like I do my best, be on my best behavior, but then once it's time, like if you go to that line, I'm pretty unprofessional there. Just don't, I don't. Like, and now I think about it, like I don't really want to talk to a lot of people. I feel like I didn't like, everyone's nice, but I can see his fakeness. That's why I just turned in my realism, be like, okay, let's get to the point. We're discussing stuff like, I get it. Every morning, great. I'm not. Come on, give me the info. Just hurry up, Don't waste my time. Don't waste yours. I don't waste people's time. So I am. Yeah. So I don't know. But ever since my car breakdown, I was someone recommended sell it. I might do that. I kind of want to try to walk to work. Like, why call me like that instead of just like driving every time? There will be some challenges, I have to go back like 5 years ago. What was it? 2026 right now, right? So 2022, like before late 2022 is when I was still walking places. I was biking and driving. Even nowadays, I don't like biking because you just sit and your heart's beating a lot, and I don't think that's fun. If you walk, at least you feel like you're in control of something. Where you're biking, it's faster, but I don't know. I guess if you're gonna go work, it's probably better to bike. But no, it's kind of ridiculous sometimes. Doesn't mean I won't drive. I probably will have to because I do want to get milk from the farm, but they have fresh milk. But unfortunately, like I can't take a station train because they're in those areas. So yeah. I'm now calm, but a couple hours ago it was not. Just like, dude, so much stuff to do, and I know I shouldn't look at pressure, but it's just like being around these people isn't really the best thing. I do my best, and I say my very best to isolate myself, just because from these people, because I know that these people just cause ruckus on me, and it's just like I can't deal with it. And it's not just because sometimes with these roommates I work with them, it's because I was already like that before when I was in school. School is not like fun, very dejecting. It effed me up so much. Like I wish I never went. I didn't really fully enjoy the people I was there with. And I remember thinking, I'd just go through motions. I did try to embrace what I had there, but at the end of the day, dropping out was the best. Well, I should have dropped out, but I did skip a lot of classes, so that was awesome. A guy that I went to school with who always told me to skip. I hate him when he put in a position where I had no choice but to skip because he made us late. He didn't put my hands on me. That was not the reason I was late. It was just I just wanted to wait for him to finish his stuff, but he just kept taking a long time. He kept stalling intentionally, and it's one of those things where I hate him then, but I'll thank him later for sure. I definitely got my extra sleep. And then doing homework and looking back, I took all the easy courses so everything would be easy, less pressure, more fun, passion would still be bigger. Like I graduated 6 years ago from high school, and it's taken me. Then I tried the class, work after that. It took me like 5 years and going to find myself and just have that emotional intelligence and actually finding like just being a better communicator because it was just holding me back. Like I feel like if I went to school for another couple of years, like would have fucked me up. So I don't know. It's one of those, can't like, when I see former classmates or whatever, like I'm be honest, I don't give a shit. Not I hate you, but I don't like. Let's be honest. Like, do you really want to see me? Do I want to see you? Like, my thing is if you evolve and you're a fan of what I'm a fan of, and this is not context, if you know who these people are, like Jeranism, I mean, not him specifically, but just like stuff that he wore into, uh, not Alex Jones, but just that area, the theories, those topics that people don't talk about this world's really about, those type of stuff, like, I really get those. A lot of people, like, they're just, like, pretending to be perfect and stuff, like, I'm nowhere near that. If you want to measure in terms of, like, I didn't get a degree, I didn't get married at a certain age, I didn't find me, like, my first, significant other till, like, very late, I didn't, like, if there was, like, a measuring stick, I'd be way off, or checklists, and have to meet it on time, I wouldn't really even be close. So, yeah, dude, is there anything else I can say? I don't know, I gotta keep rambling. I want to hit the 50-minute mark at least. But yeah, so, man, I'm right now just eating some high chews, which I know isn't good, but fuck you up. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on where it's just like, I don't really want to deal with it, didn't sign up for it. Like, I went to friggin' court one night for somebody else, it wasn't even for me. It wasn't even, like, it wasn't even fun, like, like, I can't deal with that. Even though I won, sort of. I mean, something happened. I don't want to get into too much. I don't even know why I brought it up, but yeah, it was just like up there. It's like, hey, what am I? What? For what? Like for, so I think that's what maybe boomers don't understand as much. I don't, like, I'm not the guy who likes to negotiate. It's not my style. Now I gotta go work tomorrow. Enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I do. The people are chill. I do sometimes complain a little bit at work, but I snap back into it saying it's part of the job. It's like sometimes they get busy, sometimes they won't. Like, I already accepted that like a couple years ago, maybe not a couple years in, but I started working like a little bit after COVID, which I'm also into that. I'm also anti, when it comes to COVID. So yeah, right now it's getting late. Gotta sleep soon. Gotta eat my dinner. Not many people are in where I live right now because the others are on a trip, so that's nice. Just don't compare me to anybody else. The only person you compare to is probably the person in the past. Yeah, I'm talking about me. So, damn, I said that word a lot. Looking at my Rubik's Cube. No, it was fun. No, it was a fun session. I want to do this again. Hopefully I can get some views though. I'm just like on the tab right now, looking at Jet Franzen's like YouTube videos. I'm in his YouTube page, and there's I'm thinking of like how crazy boomers are. I mean, his title's Dear Boomers STFU, so pretty cool. So I'm just glad that like one of those things when you deal with like anger or anxiety or that stuff, I just don't talk, close my eyes, let the feelings pass by. They'll come, they'll last, depending on the situation, a lot of things, circumstances, how long they'll last for. As long as you're not in like a survival mode, right? Like where like life or death, but it was just like one of those, like for example, I just got somewhat of an argument a little bit. I'm just frustrated with all this crap. And thing doesn't understand it. So I was a little pissed off for like 20 minutes, 30. And then once I got it back, I went to nap and felt better. So, but yeah, dude, it's fucking insane. Now, I think, yeah, that was good. I don't think I had a topic here. Maybe I'll name a title. Write a title about something I talked about in these 15 minutes, but I'll talk about many different things, especially what just happened today. But yeah, today was supposed to be a light work day for me. It turned out to be bull crap. So, yeah. And, now that I'm more calm, I realize I got, like, the easiest role. But there's just other stuff where it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta stop leaning into the bad and lean more on the good. Which my parents could do that, but they don't. They love to complain. It does feed off on you, unfortunately. Yeah, alright. Whatever you're doing, hope you're fine. Just get through it. Find a way to get through it. I don't know what it is. Just go around, think for a sec. Don't try to act yet. Cause I'm always gonna act a lot and be furious, but don't. So just stay there, chill. Breathe in the moment, and then try to be as calm as you can. Just calm down, and eventually you gotta get through it. Because I am more calm than I was like a couple hours ago. So.